How much does gemstone lighting cost? It's the biggest question we get asked when it comes to gemstones. So it's Captain Matt here with Barefoot Lighting. In today's video, we're going to kind of go over that. So I wanted to come up with averages because I know it's important for people to budget. And sometimes it's a little nerve-wracking to call a company. You don't want to waste their time. You don't want to waste your time. You don't want to get your hopes up if it's out of your reach, or so you just kind of don't call them. At least it happens to me, right? If I don't know a price or an average, I really don't want to waste the guy's time. So I typically don't call them if they can't give me an average, or if I don't see an average on the website. So I don't remember what the averages are off the top of my head. You'll see them on the webpage. Just go to barefootlighting.com and you can see all the options, not the packages, whatever you want to call them, right? So for gemstone lighting, I figured out the averages for a 1,500 square foot home, a 2,500 square foot home, and a 3,500 square foot home. Now these are averages. What I did is I took 10 recent jobs of each size or thereabouts, they weren't exact, and tallied them all up, divided them by 10. So I had an average price. Now know that some people paid a lot more than the average and some people paid less than the average. It does also depend, every 1,500 square foot home, every 3,500 square foot home, they are not the same. But I had to have some sort of baseline to help people that are calling or just really interested in knowing if this is something that is achievable for them for their next home improvement project. So the averages are all there. Know that like dormers and some homes, especially in like Cohoes and Troy, they're turned like this way, and then other homes are longer on the front. So it does depend, but there are real averages based on real numbers, so you can jump there. You may have already talked to a lighting advisor or seen them on the webpage, but you can go back and visit them. So that will give you a solid average. So most people know the size of their home. And if you have a 3,500 square foot home, you can look at the average and say, yeah, I'm comfortable with that. I'm comfortable with that in a range, knowing that it may go up, it may go down. So then the next question for the pricing is, and those averages are based on the front or the back. They're not for the whole house. They're not for front and back. It's or. So what that means is that you have to decide between front or back if you just want to stay in that average. So I like to tell people is that the front is for the neighbors and the back is for the family. Now that's a very simplistic view, but it's basically true, right? Because the backyard is where you have the barbecues, the family get-togethers, the pool. It's where you have your evening cocktails and glasses of wine after work. And the front is where the neighbors are always seeing out of their house, right? So the front also is for you, obviously, right? When you're getting home from work or in the winter and the kids are getting home from school and it's dark out, it's nice to come home to a well-illuminated area. Plus in the living room or dining room, if you can see out the front windows, it does help make the room feel a little bit larger than it really is because it'll trick your eye into seeing past your window, so it makes the room feel larger. So then what happens is there's the garage side. Most of my clients have a garage side, which almost becomes the front of home, if you will, for them, because that's where they're always parking, that's where they're entering. So while it's not technically the front of home, for them, it's their main entryway. So many of my clients that either do the back or the front also do the garage side if they're not doing the whole house, because they see it the most. And also keep in mind, you can start with the front and add the back later. You can start with the back and add the side later. You can start with the whole thing. Doesn't matter, right? Just don't get stuck on trying to choose the right thing. So many of our clients start in the back or in the front and then call us back a few months later, a year later, to add either the rest of the house or the reverse side, whether it's the front or the back. So again, gemstone lighting pricing, I did it for 1,500, 2,500, and 3,500 square foot homes. Averages for front or back. Pretty pumped. This should give you guys all a really good feel of how much to budget for this home improvement project for lighting up your life, being able to decorate your everyday. And again, these gemstones, right? Architectural lighting, that's what they are. They just have the added benefit of being able to tap on your phone and be Christmas, be Valentine's Day, 4th of July, St. Patrick's Day, whatever, it doesn't matter. You can decorate your everyday. Gemstone lighting pricing, now available, averages right on our website. Talk to you guys soon.